Alright, hi everybody. I wanted to give you an update on my adventures with the Rad Rover. I bought it in October 2019. I have about 750 miles on it. I did a review after 40 miles, and I can say that I like it even better. Every day I like it better. I don't find many things that I think are wrong with it. I will go through a couple of updates I did and put the link to them into the comment section or into the description remarks. First one I'm gonna do is the saddle Cloud9. It's really good. I had an old base that I'm using that has a little bit of a spring in it. Comfortable enough for me. I put the Ibera rack on it and the bag, which is great. That is an amazing bag. It has a lot of I put my stuff in it. It's good for the lock, really. It has several compartments on the side. It's really easy to take off and take with you. It's great. I opted for the not the Rad Rover fenders, because I don't like how they wrap around the wheel. So I'm gonna put the link in. I just got that one that I finagled into the Ibera rack, which works really well. I tested it and it does not spray. There's a little spray back here, but this is clean, you can see it. I went through the mud. Here's my little name. You gotta name your bike. That was that. Then there is the I have to see what the name is. I think it's called TRI or something Denver, MRI Denver. And no, this is not from MRI Denver. Sorry, that the Denver company did the holder here for the bottles. So that's a holder that goes in between the front rack and the frame, and then you can have two bottle holders on it, which is really great. That is awesome, because I don't like the one down here. I had one down here, but because I don't have a fender in the front, it sprays onto the bottle, and I don't want to have mud on the bottle that I'm drinking from. So took that off and put this little guy on there, which is great. I had it a little bit too low in the beginning, and now I have about 2.5 inches between the front here and the piece. It works perfectly with turning the wheel, and it does not spray up. I was riding before, and it works really well. What else can I tell you? Up here I've got that phone holder that is a little flimsy. It works really well with holding the phone. It bounces a little bit, and then after a while it comes down, but I like it enough to keep it. I have that little mirror that goes into the handlebar. You just cut it out, screw it in, tighten it, it's perfect. And it holds really well. It doesn't vibrate or anything. It's really nice. The front rack I got from Rad. I really like that one with the extension of the light. Then I have the additional light here. That is great. I don't know what the lumens are. It's going to be in the link, but it's fantastic at night because it really illuminates the whole in a wide radius. This little thing I bought, I haven't used it yet because we don't really live in a high crime area. This is a motion sensor that makes a really loud noise when somebody touches the bike. I haven't used it, but I think I've tried it and it works really well, but I'm not using it. What else? The tires. I just put new tires on. the Maxxis Minion. Awesome. I felt that the original tires, when there are spots of mud, and they are not as grippy as I was hoping that they were. So I put those on today, and they ride really well. And I put those on. I'm also gonna put the link in. Those are great. They're like $8 for the whole thing. They're a little pain in the butt to put on. If you put them in hot water, they're gonna be much more flexible. I cut them a little bit and put them on. It's like a half an hour, but they really make the bike really visible, which is obviously great. And so I think that's all the upgrades. I swore to myself not to do any more upgrades, which is not going to happen. There will always be more upgrades, I think. Riding wise, I don't ride single track. Once in a while a little bit. It's a little heavy for that. So if you want to ride single track, maybe you would go without the back, the rack and the front rack, because that adds weight and it makes it a little more clumsy. Otherwise, I love it. I ride as much as I can. I ride like 20-25 miles when I do it. Trails, road, shoulders, up the hill, down the hill, straight, and I did not have any problems, to be perfectly honest with you. I like the brakes, even though they are not hydraulic. I think they're totally efficient. What else? The only thing really, and I'm not sure if that's me, is that the first gear is kind of skipping. It's skipping a little bit once in a while. So I have to maybe adjust that a little bit. But otherwise, this works perfectly. I aligned it once when I got it. Since then I have not touched it, and it works really well. The same with tires. I didn't have a flat. I didn't have any issues with the display. I had no issues whatsoever. So this is an awesome bike. If you're into it, this is great.